This one's a little bit different. It's an enlargement of the mobs you are familiar with in Giant Mobs by Pickaxe Studios, the creator of the Lucky Block giant realm that I just got done suffering in. But here, these mobs are apparently giant, which makes it that much more intimidating and potentially adorable at the same time. So we'll see what happens with this first time loading into the world here. Beautiful. Here are the instructions, just like any good map or anything like that. A science experiment went wrong. Some mobs are now giant. Take on this epic journey with caution because these aren't the same mobs you're used to. So they spawn randomly in the world. Customize this village or build your own base to protect yourself from the giants. Excellent. Cool. So some starting gear here definitely most likely helps as I get into it. My name is Brian Saviano, BricksOBrian. Hello. So I guess he starts us off with a village. Yes, oh yeah, this is a village, all right. This is a very, big sheep. Okay, cool. All right, so 2 spiders died already. That's a nice fancy schmancy level up for me here. That's a big sheep, man. That's a big sheep. Okay, so when you're dealing with these larger mobs and whatnot, right? So it's either the hit... Why is the sheep not moving? It's either the hitbox for it is still the area which the original sheep exist, or the whole thing is like a... Why is it not moving? It's still effective here. So let's say I go up to this, right? Does this hurt it? No. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. So the hitbox for the enemy or the entity is larger. So let's say I went up to this pig right here, right? So if it had the same hitbox, the hitbox is the area in which the mob can still be interacted with. So I thought this mob would still be the hitbox, like the area to interact with a pig would still be super small. But no, it's actually super big. So no matter where if I hit the pig, you know, on this section here, the lower portion here, it'll interact with him. And then he'll die right there, and then bam, I can take the giant stuff there. So that's pretty cool. This would kind of be a massive pain to, like, interact with in your world, because not only could you would need to make your pens like 1,000-fold, but also, like, if you look far enough, see the pig disappears here. So because it's out of the player's field of vision, he kind of flickers back and forth. Flicker, flicker, flicker right there. So that's kind of weird. The way this could get super duper intimidating is if you have it at night with the other more hostile mobs. So I guess part of this is survival, as well as showing off all the large, mobs here. So I guess what I could do, actually... Oh, you can start off... Oh, there's like a whole giant area over here. Okay, so this is a pretty cool starting area, but I'm not going to play survival in here. The main aspect here is to showcase the giant mobs and the map as well. So I'm going to go into creative mode and be able to maneuver a little bit faster here through everything and show you what the world is like. Because you're not only... Oh, there's diamond right there? Really? Wow. You're not just paying for the mob enlargement itself, you're also paying for the survival world, which, yeah, there's at least 7, 8, 12 diamond right there. So you got yourself a pretty solid portion right here. So this is end blocks over here. That's kind of odd. Okay, so if you go into here, it's a bunch of stone. So this is kind of the issue when you're dealing with these larger maps, is like this is a custom created map, right? So this was designed by a team of people in order to make it look good. So other than what's on the surface area over here, there's not going to be anything on the inside unless they use like a random generation for the innards here, but no. So there's going to be a whole bunch of nothing every aspect of you, mining down through here, which is fine, The point of this is for the mobs and to get you a head start on if you want to make your own base and whatnot. So all of this was custom made by a team, I'm assuming by Pickaxe Studios. So you get how many diamond exactly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you get 10 right from the get-go right there. Some obsidian to work with. End stone. Let's see if there's anything down over toward this way. That's coal. Yeah, so you get like nothing over toward here. But that's pretty cool. Oh, you get even more over here. So like 13 diamond. Cool. Awesome. So you see, ooh, that's an Enderman right there. And just for scale with the player right here, you can see just how tall. Oh man, this is pretty spicy. And then he actually does look at you. I'm kind of terrified to look at him, but I'm gonna do it. Wait, I can't because I am not in creative mode. So hold on, or I am in creative mode. Let's see, yoink. And then I look at him here, right? Okay. Oh, that's tough. Okay, so this is interesting. You can actually fend him off by, okay, well, doing that. But also, I feel like I looked at him, and it like, I wasn't quite right in front of him, but I still fended him off in a weird way. So that's pretty interesting. All right. So let me go try this again here. If I look at this guy, hey, buddy, right there, yeah. Okay, so looking at him right in the eye still affects properly here. So he cannot... Oh, geez, one hit? He got me in one hit? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, I knew Endermen were powerful, but I can't tell you the last time I faced off against an Enderman without any armor or anything. Wow, that's intimidating. So he can still get you no matter what. So I guess dealing with an Enderman is going to be super tough. You know what I want to try? So I'm going to grab a sword here. Obviously netherite because I'm a baller. Let's go with a bow. And I'm going to grab a bunch of arrows. And I'm going to see if, like, me launching arrows at this guy is still going to be effective in general. I've never used any of these special arrows, so that's kind of weird. But let's say I go right here, right? What on earth is that? Wait, what? Oh, was I just lagging? That might have been it. Why is the arrow moving super slow? Wait, is this a normal arrow? Am I lagging super hard? Is my system lagging? Hold on. I don't see any overloading errors over there. I thought I glitched out of the Matrix. Or something. I don't know what on earth is happening here. Okay, that's kind of weird. All right. So there's that. Does this just happen? You see the arrow moving super slow? What? This is a normal arrow, man. And I'm moving through the world at a normal speed here. This guy's done. Let's try this on the, well, hold on. I want to try that. See, the arrow's moving there. And then it hits him. Okay, so even if I am aiming at where his head actually is, it still lines up properly. Okay, so that makes sense. So let's say with you, right? Is it because I have, like, the arrows are just... I mean, I'm not lagging. Am I lagging? Is the input different? Like, is there an input delay or something? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, I gotta break blocks without the sword. I'm like, that's why I'm, like, not registering things properly. Wait. Yeah, I'm definitely, like, lagging or so. There's, like, a delay with the audio. It's not my brain, right? I'm not, like, hallucinating. I don't think I am. That's kind of weird. All right, well, yeah, see, like, da-da, da-da, da-da. Okay, that's very weird. I don't know if that is supposed to happen, or maybe because there's big mobs. I don't think so. But that's kind of odd. Okay, so this one had, like, a little bit of not overwhelmingly positive reviews. It had pretty good positive reviews, but, you know, there were some that were just like, not quite. And the issue, I guess oh, that's kind of interesting. The issue I have with a lot of these big maps is that they don't have a lot of personality to them. Meaning that, you know, you have these large structures and whatnot, which is totally fine, right? So if I go in here, there's, like, nothing, right? Which is, I guess, fine. But I feel like for a giant map like this, and this is pretty big for, like, a spawn area. There should be some more villagers or something around here, but there's just kind of nothing around here. It's like a ghost town. So one thing I want to test here, let's go into survival mode. I'm going to test this creeper, and I'm going to see how far he can reach me here. I guess, wait, oh! Okay. I was blown up by a giant creeper. Okay, that was a bit of a delayed reaction there. Let's see what the actual damage was. Okay, so he still has the same impact area as a normal creeper. Okay, so that makes sense. Now, if that creeper were, you know, proportional to the size of the creeper, the explosion there, I think my game would crash. I think this entire island might be nuked. So let's hope that, it doesn't get added in the future, because that would be a bad time. So in here, it's just kind of these weird structures like this. Let's go over. Is there anything in here? No, probably a whole bunch of nothing. I'm pretty sure there's creation tools that allow for, you to make custom worlds like this, and you can, change whatever the composition of an area is. So, this is, stone and cobblestone and all sorts of other types of things. Let's see if I do this in here. Okay, so you can see everything all throughout here. Now, unfortunately, all of these areas are empty. So if I go into here, let's see if there's anything. Or is this solid? This is solid? Wow. Okay, I don't know if I like that. I would much, much, much prefer this be hollow, so that way I can do whatever I want with it. The fact that it's whole, oh, that's a pain. That's a massive pain. If you want to deck out the inside of this, oh, you know why? I know why they did it. So they did that because if they didn't fill it in and they had dark spots in there, there could be potential for mobs to spawn in. Because I feel like the height limit of these different areas, mobs would still technically spawn in terms of Minecraft gameplay. So that's why they did it. Okay. So, in here, perfect example, right? So I guarantee you the inside of here is hollow. Yep, it's hollow right in here. So because there's this giant spider in here, because it is hollow, it technically doesn't fit inside of the structure right here. So they made, yeah, see, that looks very weird. So if they made this entire thing hollow, then mobs would be poking out of here and it would totally break the illusion. I get it, but also, it's kind of an impossible solution there. Because I would much prefer to have it be customizable right from the get instead of having to mine everything, especially if you're in survival mode. But yeah, I don't really know if I like that. But it is what it is. So okay, here's a creeper out in the wild. So I don't know why. Okay, so it works now. It's all synced up properly. So I don't know what happened. Is it because a lot of them are around here or something? But see if I go back into here. Right? Does that work? Hold on. Yeah. I'm noticing a little bit of a delay, a ever so slight delay in here. See, there's a giant skeleton in here, which is cool because it makes it seem like a boss area. So I guess it's cool enough. Enough of this area though. I feel like I've shown off a good bit of this map area. So as far as I'm concerned, the entire rest of the world is totally normal. I have no reason to believe it would be special in any other way. So let's say I wanted to go all the way over to here, right? They give you a good basis for all the different types of worlds. So yeah, this was clearly molded in a world generator or something. Those tools exist. I know they do. It's just going to be very tough if you want to do that. So apparently lightning struck over here. That's very weird. Okay, cool. So let's say I go over into... Oh, it's still burning. Okay. I want to go far away from here. And I want to see if anything spawns in. I'm assuming it also applies to fish as well. So that could be a problem. Especially the guardians. That could also be a problem. But I'm assuming that there isn't much else different around toward these parts. Because, yeah, this is clearly a standard Minecraft world they worked with and then just kind of let it be. So let's say if I go under here, right? Are there any fish under here? I know fish just kind of randomly spawn in here and there, but I'm not seeing any fish. Oh, there's a drown right over there. There's a bunch of drown. So they spawn in clusters of 3 or 4, so they all kind of get bunched up right there, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go. There's a witch underwater. Actually, that might be false. That might not technically... You're underwater, technically. Let's say... Is there a... There must be an under... There must be something under here, right? Because you're just stuck in here? What? Oh, yeah, there's definitely a delay. Yes, okay, cool. So because, like I said before, the height limit there, technically it can spawn in underground areas and technically inadvertently show you where cool things are. So that's interesting. It absolutely breaks the immersion, 100%. Because you're not supposed to be able to figure out this is here, but because you have this giant... witch standing outside of the area here, you could clearly tell something was there. And this one's just floating around here. So yeah, I am noticing some lag spikes that are kind of odd here and there. That can definitely take you out of it. And I have a very fancy computer, so if you're playing on a console, I don't know, man. That's going to be tough. So this pack was like $4, I think. And I think it's a pretty cool gimmick to work with here. But in terms of actually using it in a Minecraft world and using it practically, I don't think it's usable because these mobs are going to be, you know, you're going to use them for farming and whatnot. And I think it would have been a much more interesting feature if somehow you could implement it to be only occasionally mobs can spawn in large. If there were, you know, a mode in Minecraft, every mob, and then, oh, some mobs are small. Okay. So I guess not every mob is small, because these guys are definitely not massive, and you could use these in farms and whatnot. But then you see like the drowned and whatnot, and they could absolutely act as like a boss battle, you know, if they were that much more powerful. And they had, like, see, this is pretty... What happened? Wait, so, okay, hold on. This is a little weird. So, because the trident... the trident is technically bigger than the mob. This is really weird how that's scaled up. I don't know about that one, man. Hold on. Let's see. So, that's pretty weird. Because the drown should be holding the trident as like a handheld item, kind of like what I'm doing right here. There's a creeper, but like that. But instead, it blew up the model to be super crazy. I don't know. That's a little odd. So this guy right here is technically holding it. Let's see if I drop. You know, I take care of him. Let's say that one drops there, and then the trident does not. Okay. So I think if there were some sort of mode, rather than every mob or most of the mobs or a great deal of the mobs being large, if there were mobs that were boss battles that were large, so instead you had a giant creeper that was supercharged that appeared toward you, and there was like a boss meter and stuff. I think that's a better implementation of what this is. What is over there on the left? There was like, I saw like, it might have been Herobrine. I saw like 2 green eyes over here that were like, what? Looking at me over here. I guess I'm hallucinating. Anyways, so, you know, the map itself was decent enough. You know, it was definitely lacking a little bit of life in terms of villagers and wasn't 100% what I wanted it to be. But it was a good starting point in case you wanted to have that as a survival world. But the mod is, it's okay, you know. I think it's a fun thing to play around with. I don't know about using it throughout your entire Minecraft journey, but I'd say it's at least worth looking into, especially considering not every single mob is small. But you run into issues like this, which is why I don't think regular Minecraft has done something like this, where, you know, you're technically, you know, you were aiming at nothing right there, but technically you were hitting that spider. So kind of weird how it works, but you just kind of have to roll with the gimmicks of it. There's not much you can do at this rate without Mojang being involved and whatnot. Is an independent developer, so you kind of have to keep that sort of stuff in mind, especially with the pop-in and whatnot right there. There's only so much you can do. So shout out to Pickaxe Studios for doing the best they could with this. Definitely needs some work, but in terms of what they could do, I don't know what they can do. So best of luck to them if they figure it out. But yeah, hopefully you can check this out for yourself in the Minecraft Marketplace if you'd like to. And if not, at least you got a good gist of what it is here in this video. My name is Brian Saviano, BricksOBrian. I'm going to chill in this village until I boot up another mod and see what else is in store in the world of Minecraft. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.